This drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Gonna run it. It's Coleman. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husky. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They send the tight end in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a little too much there. A little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Plows through the defense. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Got his man quickly. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll send the back in motion. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Washington wants to go quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Luis. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Gets the back moving. Throws it back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. The Bruins line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The lone back's got it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the Huskies will have a first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Williams will pass. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Setting up the screen. Oh, out of space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. That's reeled in, it's Thomas. Got some room in at the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. It's Coleman. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He tries to take the top off. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Williams looking for a man. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They keep it on the ground to open the third. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
Hunt is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. SMU notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Dallas is worth its weight in gold to the Mustangs. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly out to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Find some fresh air. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
They'll try to pound their way in. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Well, I love the defense there. Backs against the wall on 3rd down. You know you're going to see run. You're able to stuff it. You send a little bit of a message. I know it's early in the game, and we know you're going to continue trying to run the football, but you are going to have to earn every inch you get.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Williams will pass. Gets it out fast. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Woods. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him... Checked out.
1st and 10.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's the give off the left side. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The give to the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll try the right side. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Huskies in the hurry up. The play action fake. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Washington. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Wide open spaces. There he goes. The 30. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruins. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
It's a running room. Touchdown, UCLA. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Williams will pass. The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
The Huskies want to crank the tempo. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Williams looking for a man. And the third down pass is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Washington! The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Slams it ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Berger. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone and the 10.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to beat him to the left. Touchdown, Bruin! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year?